Former Vice President Dick Cheney said that Saddam Hussein had reconstituted his nuclear weapons. Here he is.
We know he's been absolutely devoted to trying to acquire nuclear weapons, and we believe he has, in fact, reconstituted nuclear weapons.
He has, in fact, reconstituted nuclear weapons. Was that true or not?
So we were saying...
Was that true?
We were saying...
Can you answer that question?
No,
was that true?
That's not true.
Well, why'd you let him get away with it?
Look, my job, Chris, is
You're the briefer of the president on intelligence. You're the top person to go in and tell him what's going on. You see Cheney make this charge. He's got a nuclear bomb. And then they make subsequent charges. He knew how to deliver it. He had the capability to deliver it. And nobody raised their hand and said, no, that's not what we told him.
Chris, what's my job, right? My job...
Tell the truth.
My job, no, as the briefer,
Okay, go ahead.
As the briefer, my job is to carry CIA's best information and best analysis to the President of the United States, make sure he understands it, right? My job is to not watch what they're saying on TV and say, yesterday...
You think TV's a joke?
What?
You think it's a joke that Cheney said on TV?
That's not my job.
Did you know he did that?
No, I wasn't paying attention. I was studying what was on my desk every morning. So you're briefing the president
on the reasons for war. They're selling the war, using your stuff, saying that you made that case when you didn't. So they're using your credibility to make the case for war dishonestly, as you just admitted.
Look, I'm just telling you...
Well, you just admitted it.
I'm just telling you what
they gave a false presentation of what you said to them.
On some aspects.
He had a nuclear weapon.
I'm telling you what we said.
That's a big deal.
Chris, I'm telling you what we said.
Do you agree? It's a big deal. They claimed they had a weapon when you know they didn't.
It's
a big deal. Yeah.
It was clear that the CIA concluded there was no connection, zero connection.
Why did Cheney say there was a connection with 9/11?
And the Vice President always continued to make the case that there was.
You're asking the wrong guy why he said it.
I'm asking the right guy. Because we weren't there and you were.
I don't know why he said it. You need to ask him.
Well, you don't think is this too hard to deduce? He did this to get us into a war.
Chris, the only thing I can tell you is what we were telling the administration.
Okay, in your book, let's go back to your book, because I want to quote you. There were senior administration officials, most significantly the vice president, who continued to imply that there was a current connection between Iraq and al-Qaeda. This was inconsistent with the analysis, but the implications continued, all to the detriment of the American people's understanding of the truth. You're doing a good job here. And of Dick Cheney's chief of staff, Scooter Libby, you wrote that, quote, Libby's attempt to intimidate a top CIA official was the most blatant attempt to politicize intelligence that I saw in 33 years in the business, and it would not be the last attempt by Libby to do so. So these are bad guys. They're basically taking the hard work you take and do as patriots to try to give us the best information on the threat we face, and then they say it comes from you. Then they add to it their spin. Oh, it's in cahoots with al-Qaeda. And, oh, by the way, they got the weapon. And they claim it comes from intelligence sources, and it doesn't. That's dishonest. It didn't come from you.
So what they were saying about the link between Iraq and al-Qaeda publicly was not what the intelligence community... I don't know. You need to ask them.
But what do you think was the reason? Do I have to tell you the reason?
They
got us into the frickin' war.
I think they were trying to make a stronger case.
Why?
And what our job is, at the end of the day, is not to let that affect what we do, what we tell the president, that we call balls and strikes, we call it straight. That's the job of an intelligence officer. That's what my guys did. When we were pushed on Iraq and al-Qaeda, we pushed back.